It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Staropramen from the Czech Republic, and this is a can of their Nefiltr. So it's an unfiltered version of Staropramen coming in at 5% ABV in a half-litre 500 milliliter can. Now I've never seen this in the UK, seen Staropramen on a number of occasions, but the non-filtered version, let's get into it. I'm quite excited by it. Let's get this beer out then into a glass and see what we get. So I was in the Czech Republic recently and I picked this up in the airport. In an airport supermarket for, believe it or not, 80 pence a can. 80 pence for a Staropramen Unfiltered. Gone with that kind of typical, really kind of quite rigorous Czech pour here, a big kind of hard pour, let the head build up, knock out some of that carbonation, and then go again with a heavier pour. Whilst I let that settle, the reason why beer in the Czech Republic is so cheap is because the Czech government literally don't tax the fantastic people much beer duty. They don't get taxed beer duty. The taxes on beer is very low, and the people of the country get to benefit by drinking fantastic beer. And there's an abundance of jobs in brewing. There's lots of jobs in bar work. You have a career in bar work in the Czech Republic. You have a career in brewing in the Czech Republic, and it's thriving because the government is not taxing the holy living hell out of it. The other thing I'm going to be showing you today, as I bought the can of beer in the supermarket, I also bought some crisps. The supermarket was actually called Billa supermarket, but I wrapped the beer up in my clothes and I put the crisps in my suitcase. I put it all under the hold on the aeroplane, and literally most of the bags of crisps all blew open. There was crisps in my suitcase. So these are already open, but only a little. Curiously, every single bag of crisps that opened popped from the bottom. They all popped from the bottom, all upside down. So there's the crisps. The crisps were more expensive than the beer. How unusual is that? So, back to the beer. We've got rid of some of that carbonation. We got rid of some of that head. So, let's go again with this rigorous Czech pour. It's a little bit of a slower process when you're pouring a Czech beer, but at the end of the day, the carbonation's in the beer to protect the beer. Once you want to drink the beer, you don't necessarily want the carbonation in the beer. So the Czechs do this double pour, where they pour quite aggressively, let the head die down, pour again a little bit more, just to get rid of some of the carbonation in the beer. But I can start to talk about the description of the beer. So it is very, very hazy. I mean, look at that for a beer. It looks tremendous, doesn't it? 4-finger white head, hazy straw coloured beer. I'm expecting quite a lot from this. Let's get the aroma. Yeah. A little bit of sweetness from the malt. But it's got quite an estery yeast strain in it. Quite a fruity yeast. Or they've used a really interesting hop in this beer. It smells really good though. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. It's nice, that. It's a nice beer. They've lowered the IBUs on this one. So the IBUs on this one is 18. I say lowered. I just reviewed a previous beer that was 38 IBUs and it's quite bitter. It was quite an aggressive bitterness on it. This is much more well-rounded. Much more softer, much more lighter. Lovely mouthfeel, being unfiltered. The unfilteredness offers a bit of a creaminess to the beer. More of a rounded, creamy mouthfeel. I like it. I like it that I've knocked the carbonation out. I forgot, I'll be honest with you, the previous beer review of the Czech beer, I forgot to do that double Czech pour, and it was quite aggressive. It was quite carbonated. I'm glad I kind of dumped this in. I really must remember this for the future. Pour lagers correctly. Get rid of the carbonation. Drink the beer relatively quickly. You're going to enjoy the beer much more. You're not going to be belching and burping all the time. A little bit of sweet malt. Nice, and it must be the Staropramen yeast strain. It's quite zesty. It's quite almost like a bit of lemon peel or orange peel in there. But it's very nice beer. I could drink quite a lot of that. Now, tell me, has this ever made it to the UK? Starompramen Unfiltered? Or is it just exclusive for the Czech market? Comment in the comments box with that answer if you got one. So, Billa is the supermarket. These are ribbed chips with paprika. We call them ridged, not ribbed. Sounds like something you might buy in the toilets. Ribbed. So there's a look at the crisps. A bit of paprika on there. So they're paprika flavoured crisps. Nice. Little salty. Definite. That lovely paprika flavour. I do like paprika. A little bit of a pepper flavour coming through. Yeah. Pretty decent, but I will say the aeroplane ride has taken a toll a bit on these crisps. They're a bit broken up. But that's fine, you can still eat them. Okay, my rating. Staropramen Unfiltered from Prague, Czech Republic. Looks good in the glass. Love that unfiltered look. Smells good. Tastes good. Tastes really good. I like that. I really like that. I like that enough to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I think that's a really good quality lager, the Staropramen Unfiltered. As for the crisps, they're pretty good. You can tell they're from a value supermarket. So Billa is your kind of your Lidl equivalent in the Czech Republic, Lidl or Aldi or something like that. You can kind of tell that they're nice, they're very good, but I've had better crinkle cut crisps. The crisps for me get a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. So, if you liked the video, please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!